Major Supreme Court ruling.
Major ruling involving the Second Amendment.
The Supreme Court has just issued a major ruling.
It's a case that legal experts will be watching closely when it likely heads before the justices.
One of the biggest financial roadblocks in federal gun law has officially disappeared. As of now, you no longer have to pay the $200 tax stamp for items regulated under the National Firearms Act. That includes suppressors, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and other federally classified NFA firearms. For a lot of gun owners, this is a long-awaited win. If you've been holding off on a suppressor for home defense or an SBR setup for a vehicle build, that upfront cost just got a whole lot easier to swallow. This change became law last July as part of a broader firearms reform package, and as of now, it is fully active. But here's the part that did not change. You still have to register those NFA items with the ATF. The fee is gone, but the process is still very much alive. That means fingerprints, a passport-style photo, a full background check, and a properly completed Form 4 before you can legally take possession. And no, there are no refunds. If you already filed and paid the $200 in November or December, that money's gone. The ATF is keeping it. So if you haven't started the process yet, now is the time to take advantage of the change and save yourself some cash. Some dealers are advertising pre-orders right now, but don't fall into a paperwork trap. The only date that matters is the day your Form 4 is officially submitted to the ATF. If it's dated before January 1st, you still owe the fee. Make sure your purchase agreement is clear and make absolutely sure your paperwork is filed after the change took effect. And this part is critical. Federal law changing does not override state law. Suppressors and other NFA items are still banned in states like California, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Hawaii, Illinois, Rhode Island, and Delaware. The federal government may no longer charge you, but in those states, possession is still illegal. And while this is a financial win, it is not a speed boost. Approval times have not changed. Most applications are still expected to take 3 to 6 months for ATF approval. Same wait, same process. And most importantly, the consequences for skipping registration are still just as severe. If you're caught with an unregistered NFA firearm, you're looking at up to 10 years in federal prison and a $4 million fine. Enforcement is not backing off. They just removed the payment. So save the money, but do not cut corners. Follow the rules, check your state laws, and make sure your paperwork is airtight. Now let's shift gears, because another major change quietly took effect on November 1st, 2025, and most gun owners haven't heard a word about it, but it's already reshaping how firearm-related crimes are punished at the federal level. And one mistake now can cost you an entire decade of your life. The United States Sentencing Commission officially updated federal gun offense guidelines. That means longer prison sentences for straw purchases, lying on background check forms, and illegal firearm transfers. These are not minor tweaks. We're talking serious time. Let's break it down. A straw purchase is when someone buys a firearm on behalf of another person who cannot legally own one. It might feel like doing a favor for a friend or a family member, but under federal law, it is a felony. Before this change, you were looking at up to 5 years. Now, that same act can put you away for up to 10. And the ATF is not playing games. They are cross-referencing Form 4473 entries, surveillance footage, credit card transactions, and even social media. In 2024 alone, over 300 straw purchase cases were prosecuted. That number is expected to climb even higher in 2026 now that prosecutors have more sentencing power. And here's another trap that's catching people off guard. Lying on Form 4473, specifically the question about marijuana or other controlled substances. Even if marijuana is legal in your state, it is still illegal under federal law. If you use it and check no, you've committed a felony. That offense used to carry up to 2 years. Now it's 5. And the ATF is getting aggressive. They're pulling data from medical marijuana registries in certain states. They're checking drug-related arrests, DUIs, and even Instagram or Facebook posts. If your name appears in multiple databases, they will use it as evidence. So here's what you need to do. First, never buy a gun for someone else. Doesn't matter if it's your cousin, your spouse, or your best friend. If they can't pass a background check on their own, you cannot legally buy it for them. Second, answer every question on Form 4 473, truthfully. No guessing, no games. The databases are far more connected than most people realize. Third, understand the law before gifting a firearm. In many states, you can legally gift a gun to a close family member. But if that person is prohibited for any reason, felony history, domestic violence, or drug use, it is still a federal crime. And now that crime carries much steeper penalties. Bottom line, the rules didn't just change. The punishment got a whole lot harsher. Mistakes today are not wrist slaps, they're federal prison time. Now let's talk about Colorado. Beginning August 1st, 2026, no one in the state can take home a semi-automatic firearm without first completing a mandatory training course and securing a new permit. This comes directly from Senate Bill 3, signed into law back in April. No outright bans, but a major new hurdle: AR-15 rifles, semi-auto pistols, tactical shotguns, still legal to buy, but not without the training and the permit. The course must be at least 4 hours long, taught by a certified instructor, and cover safe handling, storage, Colorado gun laws, and live fire qualification. You must demonstrate competence. Now here's the concealed carry connection. If you already hold a valid Colorado concealed carry permit, you're covered. That permit satisfies the requirement. If you don't and you plan to buy after August 1st, this new process comes first. Courses are expected to run between $75 and $150, plus range time and gear. If you already own a semi-automatic firearm before August 1st, you're grandfathered. But that protection ends the moment you buy another one. Permits last 5 years and renewal requires refresher training, and only state-certified instructors count. No shortcuts. Taking possession without the permit after August 1st is a Class 2 misdemeanor, up to 120 days in jail and a $750 fine. Dealers are liable too, so expect strict enforcement. Now Kentucky. Starting February 1st, 2026, Kentucky begins enforcing one of the most aggressive red flag laws in the country. It's officially called an Extreme Risk Protection Order, an ERPO. This law allows the state to suspend your gun rights fast. A wide range of people can petition a judge, and it can happen without criminal charges. Firearms must be surrendered within 24 hours. Carry permits are immediately suspended. And the legal standard? Reasonable cause to believe. That's a very low bar. You get a hearing within 14 days, but during that time, you cannot possess or carry any firearm. If the order becomes permanent, restrictions can last a full year and be renewed. Violating the order is a Class D felony, 1 to 5 years in prison, and even after expiration, your firearms are not automatically returned. You must petition the court. If you live in Kentucky, know who can file against you, document everything, and if served, hire a lawyer immediately. Finally, the federal wildcard. H.R. 38, the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act. If passed, it would require every state to honor concealed carry permits issued by any other state, like a driver's license. 213 co-sponsors, currently in committee. Not law yet. Legal challenges are expected. Until then, you must follow current reciprocity rules. Here's your 2026 gun law action plan. January 1st, NFA tax stamp fee is gone. February 1st, Kentucky ERPO law begins. August 1st, Colorado semi-auto permit requirement starts. November 1st, 2025, federal sentencing increases already in effect. Plan ahead. Know your laws. File paperwork correctly. Be honest on Form 473. Never make a straw purchase. The risks are higher, the penalties are real, and the margin for error is smaller than ever.